Chill.
Oh my gosh. Is nobody else here?
No.
Because I feel so disconnected.
Why don't you just
Yeah,
slide on
I'm
down?
gonna scoot on down.
Why don't we go ahead and
Just bring your name tag.
No, we have to.
we'll
keep
open the meeting
distance.
at 3:31 once we've all grabbed our seats. Mr. Kelly, welcome from Panama. Sally, how are
Oh,
you?
wow, he's even showing his face.
So we'll go ahead and get started.
Okay.
And you've done roll call, Sarah? Thank you. No additions or deletions to the agenda or public comments. So we'll move to the consent agenda. We have 3 action items on the consent agenda. Is there a board member that would like to edit this consent agenda?
Nope.
Okay, if not, we will proceed with the vote. Is there a second?
Second.
Thanks, Jennifer. All those in favor respond with aye or raise your hands.
Aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you. That passed unanimously. We have no special discussion items, special action items. So we will move to the financial report with Rich.
All right, good afternoon, Park Board.
Afternoon, Rich.
So quick reminder, we're looking at December financials. So normally that would be year end, but not quite year end for us. We will have a 13th month closeout that will report early March, just those last 13th month expenses. So not a lot of revenues to add, but we will have some expenses to add to the numbers you see today.
Sorry, I distracted her, Rich.
All right.
Guess now.
All right, thank you, Sarah. So just a quick look at some year-to-date numbers. So December is kind of right where we forecasted. It was a flat month. So on that first bullet there, net gain of about 5,600. And then looking at those first 2 graphs, you can see both year-to-date expenses and revenues are just slightly behind for both when compared to 2-year budget expense averages. And then middle bullet point there, really trending well to budget. So through December, Parks has earned about 99% of what we budgeted for revenues and has spent about 95% of budgeted expenses. And I do think that 95% will get really close to 100% with 13th month. We know for sure we have about 8 paydays for wages that will get paid back to December. And then last bullet there, Parks is trending well towards overall 24 budget with just those last 13th month expenses outstanding. And then golf will be real quick. Golf's kind of more of an update just where the year ended, since there's not a lot of activity in terms of golf in December. So through December, golf is about 111% of what was budgeted for revenues and 103% of expenses. So that 103 will increase a little bit. We've still got a couple more invoices coming for downriver cart paths and then just wages. But really solid numbers there. Just a reminder, the season ended with over 190 rounds of golf. So all-time record there. And then for the facility improvement fees, 870,000 collected and about 618,000 in debt service payments made. So a little more buffer there added to that facility improvement fee fund. And then through December, revenues exceed year-to-date expenses by just over 600,000, excluding those 2, the fees and debt service payments. So that will drop, I think at least half of that probably through wages and some more invoices coming through, but should end the year in a surplus and a real healthy spot. And maybe an extra call out to Nick Summer, his last golf committee, so this is proof he's leaving it in healthy hands. That's everything I had. Any questions or comments?
No, thanks so much.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rich.
Just a quick reminder, too, there's not a financial presentation in February. So you'll get a double dose in March for February financials and then close out 2024 financials in March.
Well, if we don't see you,
That's right. Thank you.
we'll
Thank
see
you,
you at
Rich.
finance.
That's right.
Thanks.
All right, we'll move to committee reports. Kevin Brownlee is absent today. December 31st meeting was canceled, and the next meeting is scheduled at 4:15 p.m., February 4th at Finch Arboretum Woodland Center, and via WebEx. Land Committee, Greta?
Land Committee did not meet on January 1st. Our next meeting is 3:30 p.m. on February 5th at the Finch Arboretum Woodland Center or via WebEx.
Thanks, Greta. Recreation, Sally?
Hi, everyone. Recreation did not meet either on January 1st, and on our next meeting will be February 5th at 2:15 at Finch Arboretum via WebEx and in person.
Thanks, Sally. Riverfront Park, Jerry.
Well, we didn't meet. However, we always have something that's going on at Riverfront Park. And what John's prepared for us are some slides that talk about some of the accomplishments that have taken place over the year at Riverfront Park. And I know a lot of us are there at many of the things, but so much goes on. And this shows a little bit about, some of the staff and nice review for 2024. Thanks, John.
Thanks, Jerry, and good afternoon, Park Board. So a quick December recap. It rained a lot.
Yes.
It rained a lot, and it affected the ice quite a bit. So we're not going to report on the December recap, but instead we're going to talk about the great success story that we had in 2024 and what a fabulous year it was. We don't get opportunity to wrap up what 2024 was and to tell the story of just the amazing things that our staff does. And so I wanted to take an opportunity to kind of go through these slides here and really note that the first one, obviously, is the celebration of the 50th celebration of Expo. And we're going to go through that. Overall this year, we had over 1 million visitors. That is up from 2022, 2023, and we consistently see growth in our visitations year after year. Next, please. So celebration of Expo. You probably all recall it was 9 weeks of activities from May 4th to July 4th. We celebrated over 150 events in 5 different categories. I posted a lot of things here. We had in that time over 317,000 park visitors coming to enjoy our festivities in Expo. But we had a lot of great accomplishments behind the scenes and publicly as well. Not only were these events inside Riverfront Park, but we held them throughout the city as well. Gonzaga, Historic Davenport Hotel, Convention Center, among others. MAC is one of them as well. So we had several highlights here in the pictures you see. We had our first drone show ever, which was a great highlight. That was a special one for me. We also had the Speakeasy, which was also really fun. And we also brought back some old relics from Expo, like the kiosk here shown in the picture was an actual replica from Expo. So a lot of cool things. Some really good marketing numbers as well. We had over 1.6 million accounts reached through paid social media marketing and 6.8 million impressions as a result of the good work that Visit Spokane did in terms of coordinating that marketing effort. We had I would like to also thank Matt St. Angelo and Kelly Brown, but also Amy Lindsay on my team. Really, those 3 did phenomenal work. We could not have done Expo and put this amazing celebration on without their efforts. And I would be remiss in not mentioning all of our partners and sponsors too. We had over 39 partners and sponsors supporting this event. Over $930,000 generated in sponsorships, and our overall budget for the event was $1.7 million. It was a significant undertaking. And so this is just an incredible experience we were able to offer to our community, and I'm just thankful that we were able to pull it off, and it was a lot of hard work, and so I thank everyone behind the scenes and in front of on stage for pulling this off. Next, please. For Riverfront Park in particular, we had a really good social media presence this year. In particular, we had over 6,000 new followers on social media, mostly Instagram and Facebook. That brought our total followers up to 68,000 followers. And These are really important. This is how we communicate mostly with the community. We pay for a lot of paid ads and advertisement through social too. This is one of our primary outreach tools, and so it's always good to see growth in this area. For Facebook, we had over 1 million plus people reached on that, which is an 8% increase over last year. And then we had a 12% follower increase on Instagram. So really some great development here. The slide that you see, the picture here, is our #1 post. It is the reopening of the South Suspension Bridge. All right, next please. So for park programming, we had over 117 community engagement events. This includes everything you see on the screen, Riverfront Eats, Movies at the Pavilion, Riverfront Moves, Shakespeare in the Park, Carousel Storytime are all just a couple examples of what Riverfront has developed over last year. In addition to that, we did 63 public events. Not only do you know like the Hoot Fest and the Pig Outs and the Unity and the Communities of the World, but we also have smaller public events that aren't as recognizable, and those count in there as well. We had 182 private events. These are private parties. They could be anything from a birthday party to a corporate party, and we've hosted 182 of those. And all
Hey,
those
John.
events brought in 430,000 visitors alone.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah.
What's the difference here between a public and a private? Is that one's paying and one's not, or is that, one's invite only and one's open for everyone? Like, what's the difference?
Yeah, so it's up to the organizer. So if the organizer says, I want to have a public event, it's usually no admission. You can come, like Pig Out in the Park, for example. Whereas a private event might be a personal event that's not open to the public, and it's private to your own invited party.
I can jump in there on that one, too. Bill and his high school class were celebrating a special event and rented out the carousel.
Oh, very nice.
The whole thing. And at that time, had it catered by our caterers here and that type of thing. And I mean, it was just amazing. There were, I think from his group, we figured there were like 102 who came. And from a class of that era, it was pretty great. That's awesome. And we also had great weather, and then they had a tour of the park, and they came from all over the U.S. and internationally. So it was a really neat introduction, because in that venue, the park never looked so good as it does now. So, anyway.
Thank you, Jerry. I also want to highlight that we have over 60 partners and sponsors. We really can't do the number of activities that we have without partners in our community, and we work very closely with small businesses and large businesses to make that happen, nonprofits, to make that happen on a continuous basis. We've raised over $176,000 last year in sponsorship funds to help support these activities. So that's a really critical piece of what we do. Next, please. We also had 6 concerts. It's hard to believe with all the activity that we were able to fit in 6 concerts, but we did. Not only that, we did an amendment with AEG Presents to make the concerts more viable and a better proposition for the city. Over the 6 concerts, the Megan Maroney concert that you see, the Lucky Tour 2.0 was the best sold out concert that we had. And overall, we sold 18,000 tickets for all those concerts. So maintenance operations, we also had some great success stories for maintenance this year. First and foremost, we restored the Special Commission Authority for our rangers, which has had a substantial impact in the security and safety of the park. That is a huge win. Thank you for Garrett, and thank you for the police department for helping to facilitate that conversation. We got our first all-electric Zamboni. The jury is still out on whether it will be consistent in its operation, but it looks great, and when it works, it works great.
Well, we could do some photo opportunities.
We
Something.
can. Well,
Yeah.
exactly.
Before we put it to bed for the spring.
So we also used non-city funds to build a step well security fence. And so we wanted to improve the security and minimize the vandalism around the step well. And so we were able to fully pay for this security fence through the Parks Foundation. So we also completed the Sky Ride annual maintenance. Basically, this change every year. We've been doing annual maintenance so that we don't get behind and continue on that process. And we continued this year by refurbishing several new towers, and we'll continue next year, or this now, 2025, with a new communications line, and again, a couple more towers as we continue on the plan. We replaced a carousel boiler that was that failed, and a big thank you to Nick and his team and Barry for help on supporting that project. We continued with our Big Belly replacement program. So this is the second year for that program. So this year we bought 15 new replacement cans and put them out. This year will be the final year for that replacement program, and so we're excited to get past that, and then we can start yielding the savings of ending the program with Big Belly. And then also we saw Post Street Bridge come online and supporting the Streets Department with the watering of the planters. So a lot of work gone in by our great team with the operations. Next, please. So attractions. So attractions saw some new changes too. We have a brand new attractions and retail manager, Vanessa Esperanza. She came in with great fresh ideas and has hit the ground running, bringing new ideas and activation thoughts to the attractions team. She's very interested in improving the guest experience and really delivering on quality results. One of the things that she brought in was Thor, as I introduced earlier this year, the 3D printed ring machine. So that has been a value as well. But we also started offering locals only discount, which we call Sky High Savings. That's been a new one. And we've offered family skate night. This is also through our community engagement program, but this is kind of really the brainchild of Vanessa as well, trying to bring new activation during the summer to the skate ribbon. And finally, we started offering a free audio tour on the Sky Ride. I talk about the history of the gorge, and so that's been a great addition as well. Next, please. Administration. Nothing really satisfies you in your heart like administration. But I think it's really, I want to really focus here on this one because it's the community recognition here was big here for Riverfront in 2024. We received major awards, 2024 Placemaker Award by Visit Spokane, and the Best in Bid for a family-friendly spot in 2024. In addition to that, we were recognized 4 different times by the Inlander. Not number 1 this year. We can't win number 1 every year. Come on, I got to give other people a chance. But we did receive a lot of recognition from the community and these organizations for the work that we're doing. And so that means a lot to our staff and to all of us.
I just want to know what kind of sham process this is if we can't get the best place for a picnic in the park. What's a better place for a picnic?
Manitou.
Manitou, got it.
Oh, okay, that's still us.
So
Okay,
it's still
that's still
us.
us. All right.
Yeah, yeah, we ran the
I just
table.
want to make sure it was a park. Okay.
It's called a sharing time,
That's okay.
Jonathan.
Golly.
Yes.
I'm all
yes.
fired up right now.
I'm with you. Let's go take down Manitou. Yeah, no, Manitou definitely well deserving. I'll take number 2 for a picnic. That's fine. We also had a team retreat where we talked about long-term strategic planning with my team, which was a great value add to the year. And then also a small note here, but certainly not small for the impact it makes, is that we have a nonprofit donation program that we give tickets to throughout the year. Of that, we gave tickets to 55 organizations and over 445 tickets. That comes to about $4,000 of donations directly to our nonprofits and helping groups succeed throughout the community. So that's a really big thing as well. And then finally, I'd like to close with a big thank you to my team. These are all my team members. Really, I'm very fortunate to be part of a team that really cares and does the best they possibly can every day. And these accomplishments really would not have been possible without all of them. So I'd like to really recognize them. Thank you for that effort.
Thank you, John.
Thanks, John. We really appreciate the update. And looking forward to 2025.
Absolutely.
One quick question for John.
Yeah.
When you say visitors, how do those get counted?
Yeah, great question. So we have a partnership with River Park Square, and they have a subscription to Placer, and Placer is a visitor tracking software that calculates visitations within a geofenced area. And so under that arrangement, they give us attendance reports so we can look at specific days and find out how many people came for Pig Out in the Park, for example, or I can find how many people came to Riverfront Park for the year.
And that's based on phones going in and out?
yeah.
So if you just walk in and hang out there for a while, that counts as a visit. You don't have to buy anything.
That's
or
true.
do anything.
Yep.
Very interesting. Thank you.
In addition, though, you see some of our numbers about the attendance for events. We actually do either estimations or actual counts for those. So so we want to see exactly how much data is walked through versus attendance, for example. So if you have a transitory person that cuts through the park, they're counted, but they don't necessarily use the attractions. Last year we had 237,000 tickets sold, but almost 1 million visitations. So that's an interesting metric to think about.
Oh, that's great. Thanks, John.
You're welcome.
And for February, we'll be meeting at the Pavilion on February 10th. We're right before Valentine's Day.
Thanks, Jerry. Golf Committee, Nick Sumner.
All right, golf did meet, and we had one action item, and hopefully, I believe that they plan to show the board the new golf management system in the near future. Sounds like it's going to create some new opportunities, especially with online capabilities and stuff, so really excited for golf to have that. We discussed the work going on at Qualchin. They have had some struggles because of the weather not being cold enough, and so it's created some issues getting equipment and trucks in to do the pump house work. So they're still kind of working through that. Who would have thought that seemingly decent weather actually would impact it more than anything, but I guess it's created some mud and some other issues, so that's still going on. They're also still doing some work at Downriver in the paving and some landscaping work to still happen there, but that looks good. Ultimately, as Rich pointed out, golf had an amazing year. A lot of great work going on at the courses. The courses for the last few years have been in amazing shape. We've had just seen an immense growth in golf, and the rounds this year kind of show that 190,000 plus rounds is pretty amazing. I know there's still work that needs to be done, and I know that the board and the staff and really are looking at the future and what they can continue to do to bring a quality product to Spokane. So really excited to see where golf continues to go, and just really happy to have been part of it. So.
Thank you, Nick.
Yep.
Finance Committee met January 7th, 3 p.m. at Finch Arboretum. Rich Lentz presented the December financials and his thoughts on the remaining year-end adjustments. December salaries and wages, due to the 3-pay period monthly shift from December 2023 to November 24, were less than the prior December. 13th month adjustments will continue primarily through January and are centered normally in the expenditure side of the ledger. The February finance meeting is often canceled due to the absence of January financials, but I'll check with Rich to see if we can use this scheduled time to conduct financial training. So the meeting, if canceled, we will make sure to get everyone notice of that in advance. So that finance meeting will still be scheduled for 3 p.m. February 11th, Finch Arboretum, Woodland Center, and virtually via WebEx. The DVC, Jennifer.
All right, well, the DVC did meet yesterday, January 8th, at Finch at noon, Ariel Anderson of the city's Neighborhood Housing and Human Services met with us to outline the city's current response to the homeless crisis and hear from our friends groups about how the impact of the homeless are on our parks and how best to address some of those issues. Ariel discussed the multi-pronged approach being utilized to get the unhoused to navigation centers, which can then refer them to beds in relevant satellite shelters. And Sarah, I will give you a copy of this so you don't have to write madly. She acknowledged that there are not enough beds available for all those who need them, especially men and especially for walk-in situations. There are limited funds available to meet the need. If a person is seen in a park obviously needing shelter, it's recommended that concerned citizens contact organizations partnering with the city who have outreach workers that will help make connections with these homeless and help them get into shelter and help. You can go to sheltermespokane.org, accessed not only by the homeless, but by anyone to see what beds are available, but also concerned citizens can see those participating organizations, which lets them know of those individuals needing services. There's also a Shelter Me app. Recommended by Ariel. In addition, there's a resource guide that's available which shows a map for locating services that is available to the public. Ariel is going to make that available to the parks and either in laminated form or in handout form, and we talked about maybe a kiosk being in the parks to see about that kind of distribution. Ariel did remind everyone, and I echo this, that when you have positive activity in a park, that tends to push out negative activities, so the more that we activate our parks, the better for everyone. Lindsay Shaw suggested, again, that those location service pamphlets be placed in the parks in kiosks. And then the Citizen Advisory Committee of the Development and Volunteer Committee elected Lee Williams from Friends of Coeur d'Alene Park as the new chair, since Kelly Brown has taken a new job with Idaho Central Credit Union and is no longer with Friends of Manitou. Lee reported that Friends of Coeur d'Alene Park is meeting with community-minded enterprises to develop programs for children for next summer, and Friends of Coeur d'Alene Park will be meeting with the Parks Foundation about fiscal sponsorship. Kelly Brown did comment on the holiday lights in Duncan Gardens, which took place while she was still leading Friends of Manitou. The lights were acclaimed by the public for creating a Hallmark movie type of atmosphere with lots of participation and enjoyment by the community. Kelly was thanked for her excellent leadership with Friends of Manitou for the past 5 years. Kelly is interested in possibly serving on the DVCAC, perhaps representing Idaho Central Credit Union as a supporting business organization, but she's new in the job and she has to check with her boss. So, Lindsay Shaw, you know, once you get into parks, it gets under your skin. You never really leave. Lindsay Shaw noted that Logan Neighborhood Council has merged with other neighborhood councils in District 1 to create a more impactful organization with a wider reach and participation. She's interested in following the CDBG funding to see if it can be utilized to fund park improvements such as the gazebo in Harmon Park, which is in need of repair. Trevor Finchamp reported that Friends of the Bluff is having a thank you event for their donors and volunteers January 28th, and that Friends of the Bluff is partnering with Washington Trails Association to begin fundraising and taking bids for the repair of the Rocket Gulch stairs. It is hoped that work can begin next fall. Doug Kelly, hello Doug, suggested the DVCAC possibly hear from a legislator in the future, and Lee Williams suggested perhaps having Lindsay Shaw talk more about the CDBG funding through the neighborhood councils at a future meeting. She will be attending a neighborhood council meeting tonight that's sort of the amalgamation of all those neighborhood councils, and she will be mentioning the upcoming levy, we hope, with the Spokane Public Schools and Spokane Parks partnering, and that's something that I gave a very quick update on, just the fact that they're reimagining how they might become partners for helping the parks become outdoor classrooms, and as Fiona reminded everyone, there will be more information about how this partnership would work, probably available by the end of February. The next DVC meeting will be March 12th at noon at Finch Arboretum.
Thanks, Jennifer. We'll move down to the reports with the President's report. The Park Board vacancy, due to Nick Sumner's second-term completion, has been announced on the City of Spokane Boards and Commissions page. We encourage any resident of Spokane interested in applying to become a board member to go online at myspokanecity.org to apply. More information about the Park Board, including the Park Board Toolkit, can be found at Spokane Park Board. I sent an email to Adam McDaniel, our contact with Mayor Brown's office, requesting an update on Hannah Kitz's reappointment application. I stressed the importance of having Hannah with the board, especially with our 2025 levy. Our meetings with the school district regarding the levy partnership were not held the last 2 Fridays, but will resume this Friday, January 10th. We also have a meeting scheduled for Tuesday, January 14th, from 12 to 14th, That's with members of the school board, and then other members will be attending that one. We will also announce committee assignments in February or March of 2025. Let us know if you want to change committees and/or chair one. Barb, Greta, and Jennifer have offered to serve on the nomination committee. That's for our officers. They will each contact 2 other members to seek their 2025 officer votes, and they will review the current and desired committee assignments for the upcoming year. If you're wanting to be on that committee, I'm sure, though, that Greta or Jennifer would be happy to allow you to take their place. They graciously accepted, and we'll find some way of talking Barb into chairing it again since she's not with us.
She's not here.
That's right.
That's what you get when you're gone.
That's right.
There you go.
I want to thank Nick Sumner for your dedication and devotion to Spokane Parks as you've completed your second 5-year term at this meeting. Nick has served as board president, chair of Riverfront Park, and the Golf Committee. He has been a member of the Finance Committee and served as the Conservation Futures Liaison, and perhaps others that I've either forgotten or not aware of. But Nick has always been a board member to provide help when and where needed. The Park Board, Parks, and the Spokane community are better because of your efforts. So let us know when you want to return to parks and the community building that we're all so excited to do. We'll find a spot for you. The next Park Board meeting will be February 13th, 2025 at 3:30 in the council chambers, lower level City Hall. Now we'll move on to our liaison reports. And Nick, this is your last chance for Conservation Futures.
I wish I had something to report, but I don't.
Barb, I don't know I don't know if she was with us with the foundation. I know she had to go. She had a large meeting that she needed to attend out at Eastern, so she's left us. So we won't have the foundation report. So Councilman Bingle, we'll move on to you.
All right. So I think you said I have 30 minutes, right? That's what you said?
Well, at least. And then an autograph session to follow.
Okay. So I'll say, over the holidays, we went and checked out the lights up there. We took my in-laws who were in town from Pasco. We took our 3 kids, and it was awesome. I will say once you get into that line and in that flow, you're kind of stuck, And so the kids enjoyed it for about 10 minutes, and then it was about 30 minutes of us being like, shh, here, have some snacks, as we were trying to get out of the line. But it was really beautiful, really well done, really exciting that we have things like that, different attractions where when I have folks who are out of town that I can take them there. And so thank you to Parks Board, thank you to the Friends of Manitou and Kelly and everybody who put that on. It's just a great thing that this is what we have in our city to share with others. We have our new committee assignments, and you guys are stuck with me for another year. I'm still on the Park Board, so I will be the liaison. I am also now the Urban Experience Chair. I'm the chair of the Urban Experience Committee, which Park Board is a part of the Urban Experience Committee. We do have some new rules that went into play, and I think they're quite good in a lot of ways. So now folks will be able to testify on things coming before City Council in its committee phase. And one of the things that City Council understood is that basically by the time it gets to the vote, things are pretty baked at that point, And so giving people a chance to comment on legislation earlier will help us and impact our decision making. And so now people can vote, or not vote, but testify on something at committee. So I think that's really good. I think that's probably the most impactful thing to come out of there. Excited about the special commissions being reinstated. And then also the state's legislative session is about to get going, and there are a few legislative asks that we have there as a city, and 2 of them are parks related. So one of them is $500,000 for Meadow Glen Neighborhood Park Development Phase 1. Coming from the Washington Wildlife and Recreation Program, and then also $500,000 for Coeur d'Alene Park playground improvements and restroom replacement. One that's not on our city list, but one that I've talked about with now Senator Riccelli and some others are, upgrades and facility upgrades for our senior centers. And so there could be some capital dollars that come in that regard as well. So I think that's it.
Thank you, Councilman Bingle, and thank you to the rest of the council for promoting Meadow Glen and the Coeur d'Alene Park improvements. Certainly much needed improvements. Meadow Glen's been waiting a few years for their park.
Yes.
Yes.
All right, we'll move to director's reports. Garrett?
All right, well, thank you and good afternoon and happy 2025. Real quick too on the holiday recap, I just want to thank all our staff. One from, like the New Year's fireworks where we had thousands of people down in Riverfront Park for New Year's Eve. The Manitou holiday lights with our partners at Friends of Manitou, but then also with Jen and Al. They spearhead that, and they take a lot of passion in that and giving back to the community, so I want to thank them personally. And then also with Cali Park, I mean, the KXLY Extreme team every year does a little bit. The park doesn't get any bigger, but there always seems to be more lights, more, Mark Peterson can't help himself. But what a great asset for those little kiddos in the Children's Hospital to see that joy outside their windows. And then also too, just, I think I mentioned this before, but it just shows you the importance of ownership and the identity of our neighborhoods when we have a park like Corbin Park that wants to activate that park during the holiday season, light a tree in that park, take that initiative and take that ownership of their neighborhood park and spread that joy within that neighborhood. So I think that really fits within what we're trying to do in that next step with our levy. Also on the operations side, not for everyone to get too nervous, but we are being proactive. We have identified some additional pine beetle infested trees on some of our golf courses that we keep monitoring. So we're going to take care of those as soon as we see them. So you'll see some small numbers of removals in a couple of those areas. And then also looking ahead, as Bob mentioned, with our conversations with SPS and Parks, continues to grow and get a better definition of what that next step is in proposal and around that collaboration. And also in this quiet phase of just talking to stakeholders or other potential partners, we're seeing all positive comments of wanting to be a part of this something special. And really, the vision for Spokane. It's the positive vision for Spokane moving forward. I mean, what a great way to do a recap of Expo 50, or with the 50th anniversary of the 1974 Expo. This is now the definition of these next 20 years of what the definition of Spokane will be. Also, with that, that February month is going to be an important month around looking for more public announcement of what this initiative is, what we're creating, and then also working with the Park Board and City Council. We're targeting maybe that month of March of finalizing our resolutions to bring back to the council and the respective boards as far as getting that ballot measure back on for later in 2025. Also, too, as we're looking at our annual report, so our staff is working on our annual report for 2024. So you're gonna see here soon of all the great things from recreation operations, our park planning, our projects, and golf packaged in an annual report. And then Rich also mentioned all of the work that goes into the 13th month and wrapping up 2024. And we've gone a long ways of knowing what the 13th month is, how to plan for it, how to budget for it. So I want to thank his staff. And then finally, boy, Nick Sumner, it's been a journey, my friend. From the start of Riverfront Park and bonds and implementing and development, budget challenges, you name it. I just want to thank you for your steady leadership, your comments, your wisdom, what you've brought to this board, and it's impacted me. I know it's impacted our staff. And so traditionally, we have our Parks and Recreation coin that I'll read off and then give to Nick, and then make sure you take your nameplate and put that on your mantle. So every time you're watching football or golf, you just always remember, man, those were great years of volunteering on the park board. But we want to thank you for your dedication to Spokane's treasures, parks, and recreation programs and improving the quality of life for all. And I think in this time frame, that it's not more true than what you've been able to achieve. And then we have a little something too from staff to you as well. So thank you.
with that. I know I get to jump in here. Nick, from me to you.
Thank you.
And it was very special because Chris Wright was president for a while, but then when I really got cooking and moving, you were the one that really supported me and allowed me to do a lot of different things. So I'll remember that. And it was a very special time. And I enjoyed meeting your wife and kids at different things. And, just, I know you're busy at work, but you have so much to offer that you can't be gone too long.
Oh, I've already talked to him about a friends group for golf. Yeah, we're not going to let him go.
So
BBC
anyway, from me
committee.
to you, thank you.
Thank you, appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Garrett and Bob and Jerry and Greta and everybody. Just so, as I was kind of reflecting on my time and my journey, where we are now from where we started when I started on the board is just completely different. We have an amazing staff. Garrett, your leadership has not only grown and brought together this staff that is helping Parks be where it is now, but just you guys are constantly looking to improve and make things better. And when I first started, that's not kind of how it felt. It felt like it was just much more difficult. It wasn't as collaborative with the board as it is now. Everybody has the same vision and everybody's trying to move forward in a positive direction. I think that's amazing. I've been given the opportunity to be on many different committees, as Bob pointed out. The Bond and Riverfront Park, watching it from the first scoop of dirt to what it is now. And our golf courses have just become destinations and will continue to improve and draw folks into Spokane. I'm very thankful for the opportunity. I have to thank Ken Van Voris. He's the one who talked me into joining the board to start with. But just thank everybody here for the partnership, the friendship, the support, and the collaboration to really do something that made a difference. So thank you, everybody. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Nick. Well, we have no executive session and no correspondence. But before adjourning the meeting, if there was to be an award for the person attending from the furthest distance away, you would probably get that, Mr. Kelly.
Yeah.
I know Doug's in Panama at the moment, so he's
Checking out the canal? Yeah.
appreciate you taking the time to be here. Thank you, Doug.
Thank you.
Any other comments or questions before we adjourn, or you don't need any more time, Councilman Bingham?
I'll just quickly shout out City Cable 5. I saw picture-in-picture over there. Very nicely done. I like it.
All right, thank you all, and we will adjourn at 4:14. Thank you.
Good job, Bob.